And what Mr.
Raila, yeah. Oh, sorry.
Madam Justina is claiming right now that Mr. Wajakoyah has brought a separation between her and the parents.
Yeah.
Is it true that right now she's not in good terms with the parents? Mr. Wajakoyah is the reason for that.
You know, when you go and utter things like, Professor, what he did, he uttered words like he provided accommodation to Justina. That one, it brings a very bad interpretation. It's a very ambiguous statement. And, it can actually, in African setting, it can bring a lot of family separations, you understand? So that's the reason why. The family was asking, where did he give you accommodation? Yet we know very well that after the campaigns, you have always been coming home. Now that is a tension in the family. So, but we know that will be clarified after the friendly visit. Yeah.
So, is still their plans for Kenyans? Is still, are they going to go on with it, or it's cancelled because they didn't make it to the top position? You know
what we are here for? We are youths of this country. We represent the 7.5 million youths who are behind the Roots Party to make Professor Wajakoyah the president. All you are saying is that they have to go on, they have to soldier on, because our dream was to farm marijuana and pay public debt. But what is here is a small misunderstanding which we are hoping to iron out in the next 1 or 2 hours. So in any case, we are hoping that Justina, being the senior most ranking youth in the country right now politically, we are hoping that anyone who wants to transact business with the Kenyan youth is going to do so through Justina. And anyone who wants to give Kenyan youth opportunity, they are going to give all opportunities to Justina so that she knows how to distribute among Kenyan youth, because she knows where we are. As it stands right now, if anyone is going to chase Justina away from the party or something like that being suspended, it means it will have a direct impact on the Kenyan youth, because as far as we are concerned, there is no other senior youth in the country at the League of Justina. Therefore, youth will have been successfully ostracized from the politics, and therefore we are not going to hear from any other coalitions, that is Kenya Kwanza, Azimio, or even now our party, if they do so, because youth will have been successfully ostracized from the politics, and therefore mature adults will have taken over the country, and now we have to find our own space. We'll take our Justina and pursue our own way, our own endeavors, because we are 7.5 million, enough to make Professor Wajakoyah Justina herself the president. Yeah. Now, technically answering your question is that from the ORPP closed its systems until next year when they will be open. So you cannot actually hop from one party to another. There's no that provision right now. So you cannot say that she has officially joined Kenya Kwanza or something. There's no such movements. In fact, you can only say that you support verbally, but you cannot join because the ORPP has closed the systems, Office of Registrar of Political Parties. Now, I am here as the spokesperson for the youth of the country, the 7.5 million youth of the country, and also the ardent supporters of the Roots Party. All these are party members. All of them have membership cards, but they are also leaders in their respective, drawn from every part of the country. And they have a voice in their own right. Yes.
I have one question.
Yes.
Does it mean that Professor Wajakoyah is running Roots Party as a one-man?
So far he has been doing so. And I'll cite reasons why. I'll explain why. Number one, Professor Wajakoyah has been having the constitution in his head. He has been having secretariat in his own head. He has the party rules in his own head. Now, that clearly shows that we do not have those documents avail to us. We don't have them. If you told me to produce the party constitution, I don't have it. If you tell me to cite any party rule, I cannot cite. But if you tell me to name any member of the secretariat, I do not know any. And the professor himself is on the record saying so. Even I can pull out a clip right now if you give me a second to show you when he said those things, that he has the constitution in his own head. Just a second. Roots. This one.
The brain I have cannot be conjugated in anything. It has so many mindset here. That's why I don't even have a secretariat or anything. Everything is here.
Have you heard that? He's saying that
point to something
he has so much brain in his head. That's why he even doesn't have a secretariat. Listen.
The brain I have cannot be conjugated in anything. It has so many mindset here. That's why I don't even have a secretariat or anything. Everything is here, and I know what I'm doing.
Everything is in his head, and he knows what he's doing. Therefore, if you run a party like that, it justifies me to answer you that actually he's been running the party as a single man show. Yet he has endeared to Kenyan youth as a person who cares about the Kenyan youth. So if anything is going to happen to Justina, it will have squarely happened to the Kenyan youth. If they are going to chase Justina away from the party, they'll have chased us from the party. And the party is going to remain hollow with nobody. Because the party is for the youth. Yes.
Okay, 3 days ago,
yes.
Jemo Yule Mise was the chief agenda.
Yes.
He said that your party was disorganized. That is why Roots Party lost this particular election. Is it true? Or the allegations are false?
The reason why the party lost the election is because, first of all, Jemo was right. It was disorganized. And disorganized is the small bit. Disorganization came last. All along, we are very much organized. Even before the opinion polls began, anyone could have guessed that we are the second strongest party, either after Kenya Kwanza or after Azimio, but you are not definitely third. Now, when the professor began endorsing the Azimio candidate, that's when now things started falling apart. And we later on came to learn that our manifesto launch had been paid for by Azimio. Now, that's when things become, people become, like the party became disorganized. Because now you do not know. Our deputy president candidate was not consulted in who to endorse. Number two, as the party members, we were never briefed. And the only direction we knew was that we are going to make the Wajakoyah the president and Farmer, and that's all we knew. But when now they began like doing things in cahoots with Azimio, that's when now everything became disorganized. And even during now the voting, we decided that we are not going to make him president. Let us hold 7.5 million. And from IEBC, the results are there for you to check. How many people did not go to vote? It is us who never went to the ballot. Because you are there, we are supposed to make Professor the president, but we didn't want to make his project the president. Yeah.
So right now, you guys, you want to carry out a disciplinary committee against Justina Wamai. But in Kisumu, like 1 month ago, during the campaign period, Wajakoyah told the Kisumians that if you don't want to vote me, you vote Raila Odinga. He
yes.
said that one in Doluo.
Yes.
Why is it that he was not disciplined against his words in Kisumu?
The reason why he was not disciplined is because we do not have like the constitution. It's him who has it in his head. We do not have the committee to discipline. Even today, we know there's no committee. Actually, you'll be surprised when you go there. You'll find him alone. Don't be shocked when we go there. We find Professor alone seated because he's the committee. He's the secretary. He's everything. So the reason why we never had apparatus on our side to take action against him is because we did not have that written constitution or written the committee elected or anything like that. It was him and him. So we are hoping that he actually called himself for a committee and punished himself. That's only what we are hoping for.
So do you mean that your words confirm that Wajakoyah is a dictator in your party?
Professor Wajakoyah is a dictator. Unless he proves otherwise after this meeting, he is a dictator, and you are not going to allow him to subject our Justina to his dictatorial way of handling the party. Yes.
Hi, how
yes.
are you doing?
Mzuri.
Yeah, we are so pleased to meet you here today.
Yes.
So we are here to get more question from you. So how is your party coping right now?
Oh, let's wait and see after the meeting. But the reason I'm attending is because, one, I respect institutions. Number two, I've been fighting for women financial empowerment. And Kenya has been ranked number 3 in terms of teenage pregnancy. And I always say it is because they exchange sexual favors for money. So when I'm told that I've been given accommodation, to a common man it feels like, one, I was homeless, or I have left my matrimonial home to be given accommodation at Roots Party. So I need clarification on that, and that is why I'm here.
Yeah, so talking of accommodation, this thing was happening that you were separated with your parents because of Professor Wajakoyah.
Not Professor Wajakoyah, the ideology of legalizing and regulation of marijuana, and I destigmatized that during the debate. So now we're in good terms with my parents.
So you're here to appear for the disciplinary action?
Yes, because I'm a law-abiding citizen and I respect institutions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So do you agree that Professor Wajakoyah is a dictator, or what can you say on that?
Let's wait for the verdict of this summon meeting.
But let me ask you, Madam, before you left us.
Yeah.
In Kisumu, Professor Wajakoyah announced that if you don't want to vote me, you can vote the Azimio candidate Raila Odinga. Why was he not called to be disciplined by the disciplinary committee? Why is it only you?
In fact, I want the disciplinary committee to answer that question because our agenda was 1, Roots Party. Number 2, legalizing and regulation of marijuana, not supporting our competitors.
Okay. There was some rumors that Wajakoyah in a club, he said that he vote Raila Odinga. And there was a contest. Is that rumor true that you guys during the campaign period, you are supporting different political affiliations?
What I can say is that the video is out there for the public to judge. So let's wait for the disciplinary action after this committee meeting.
So speaking of marijuana, Professor Wajakoyah had traveled to United States to do more research. Do you think the party is still going to stand still like a strong party or what?
What I can say is that to Kenyans, Gwada got in 2017 ensured that we know about legalization of marijuana. The late Ken Okoth had spoken about it. It's only fair that we can honor the late Ken Okoth to legalize and regulate marijuana.
Okay. Fungulia kidogo.
Are they allowed? Okay. What else? What are the other rules? I have yesterday requested I needed 4 people with me inside the meeting, plus 2 my bodyguards, those are 6. So why are you changing the rules and that said that you want 4 people in the meeting plus my bodyguards? Okay. No problem. No problem. You can ask them. You can ask.
Good. Sorry, sir.
Seeing you're here, let us obey to the law. Let us be peaceful.
Okay.
Yes, yeah. That is the. But I've been reported at the current police, and I've been allowed to come here. Okay. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Where all of us can see. Hey.
She looks scared. And
Nimejaribu kuchungulia kwa undani sijamuona. Inaweza kuwa postponed. Ni hapa. Isi building hapo. I think ni hapo for sure. Na arrogant. Yeah, alikuwa nani arrogant. That would be brave.
It is a public interest.
Anyway. Sawa.
Hata kuna hiyo ya mbili.
I'm appearing here at the Roots Party Disciplinary Committee hearing against Honorable Justina Wamai. We have arrived here on time. That was 2:30, as indicated by the notice issued on the public platform Twitter. When we talked with Professor George Wajakoyah yesterday, we indicated that Madam Justina would arrive here accompanied by 4 of her agents to appear in the disciplinary committee, because it is not fair for her to appear in the disciplinary committee alone, as she will be isolated, as reports inside here indicate that Professor Wajakoyah is there with lawyers. So it will be very unfair for Honorable Justina Wamai to appear there alone. So we are here, it's at standoff. We are here waiting for the standoff to be resolved, as Honorable Wajakoyah is still insisting on Honorable Justina Wamai walking in alone, and we will not assent to that. We are here, we would rather have the disciplinary committee in the full glare of the media, because these are the people he CC'd in his Twitter issuance of notice of this meeting today. So for now we are waiting. We are hoping it will be resolved, and we will appear in that committee, because we respect institutions, and that is why we have showed up here today. Yes. So for now we are waiting. We hope everything goes well, but as things happen, we will be updating you. Thank you. Okay. There is a report that is coming from us. As I had indicated to you, we arrived here on time at 2:30, as we had been summoned, hoping to get in. Yesterday we had agreed with Professor George Wajakoyah that Madam Justina will appear here with 4 of people from her team as advocates to appear in today's Roots Party Disciplinary Committee hearing. But we have new developments reaching us. My colleague here will get into the nitty-gritties of it, but let us indicate this. We arrived here at 2:30, and we are staying here until 3:30. As we agreed yesterday, the only way we are preparing inside that committee is if we have the full team, as we agreed in yesterday's phone call. If not, we are open to having the disciplinary committee in full glare of the media, as you are the people that he CC'd in the notice on the public platform Twitter. We are open to that. If not, we will be leaving here from 3:30, as we have come here, but we have not been admitted inside the building, as you have seen, with the police being under instruction to not let us in from Professor George. So my colleague will go into the details. Yes, sir.
I am Raydon Munoko. As on 2 days ago, I issued a press statement explaining that we won't be coming for this one. But as law-abiding citizens and youth, we decided to come with Justina to see what was in store for us. But as you've been updated, what is transpiring inside is that the professor is trying to frustrate Justina so she can resign, and so that the professor can appoint Yagnik Ramji to be the deputy party leader. I want to tell the professor like this: the party is yours. You can do what you want to do. But Justina will not resign. If you want, dismiss her. But when you dismiss Justina and appoint Yagnik Ragni, know that Justina is the one who has built the party up to where it is right now, and the professor himself has done nothing other than being used as a project. First of all, we want to question his ability to lead the party, to steer the party forward, him and Yagnik Ragni, because so far they have shown us that they can easily be compromised by being brought into Azimio. Us being the youth and people of our own mind, we say, let him do what he wants to do. We shall be here for the next 20 minutes. If he's not going to admit us, we are going to march out. And of course, we have given you all the updates. Any questions?
What are the conditions for you going in?
These are the conditions.
Yeah.
Okay. Madam Justina, the professor is insisting on Madam Justina appearing there alongside her husband. But we are disputing this because yesterday they had the party through Adam, who's the Secretary General, they had an agreement that Professor was the genesis of this agreement, that she will appear in today's meeting, disciplinary committee hearing, alongside 4 others of advocates. But today, this has been disputed by the same party, and they are insisting on them. Okay. So today, Professor is insisting on Madam Justina walking in with her husband, and to be very honest, this is not fair because Professor has lawyers inside there. So we are looking at a situation where Madam Justina will be outnumbered based on the allegations raised in the issue, in the letter that had been issued on Twitter. So as it is right now, we are standing by yesterday's agreement that it's either Madam Justina goes there with her team, or we have these disciplinary hearings in full glare of the public and the media, or 3, we are not going to walk into Kara House. And we are waiting for 3:30 to arrive. If there will be no reports, positive reports from the party, we shall be leaving here. So thank you.
The full names?
My full names are Geshane Mbio. Yes. Yes.
I am Redon Munoko.
A question.
She has an addition, yeah.
You have said that the communication was made via Twitter.
Yes.
Is it because there is no communication between the professor and Justina?
It is in full knowledge or public limelight knowledge. The professor blocked Madam Justina Wamae. Madam Justina Wamae indicated that in the interview. Madam Justina indicated that the professor blocked her on phone. So there has not been communication. This blocking transcended even party officials being under instruction from Professor George to block her. So some of these indications, the professor is a man of what in Kiswahili we call hasira. And that has characterized this campaign, 1. Then number 2, issues like blocking is what we expect with the people in love and who are teenagers to be blocking each other. This is a presidential campaign, for crying out loud. The professor's conduct of supporting our opponents before the election is what was the #1 issue of voter apathy, because our supporters, it is known, they refused to come out and vote because they were perceiving that coming to vote for Professor by extension was voting for Azimio coalition. That is the #1 problem that we had, voter apathy in this country, especially among young people who we represent and who Madam Justina represents alongside women. So today's disciplinary party hearing, the professor is just accusing us of what he's been doing, and we are very eager to appear before that disciplinary committee hearing. But we still insist we are not going to let Madam Justina walk into that disciplinary committee alone. Santeni.
So a question.
Yes.
You had said that Mr. Wajakoyah,
Yes.
Prof. Wajakoyah,
Yes.
he was used like a project.
Yes.
Do you think Madam Wamae is involved in that project? Or
Madam Wamae, actually one of the issues she raised, we realized from Dennis Itumbi that our launch, our manifesto launch at KICC was sponsored by Azimio from HNIB reports. That is one of the things that surprised us. It was kept in the dark from Madam Wamae, and this was one of the bone of contentions and reasons for the recent fallout between Professor Wajakoyah and Madam Justina Wamae, because we can't have our opponents supporting us because they will control what we do. And we got into this campaign hoping to win. We didn't get it into Atikujaribu or to support one of the opponents. So yeah.
So Kenyans need to know that.
Kenyans,
Fallout, like where the fallout is coming from.
Yes,
is it because they are